He extended the invitation, and you grabbed it, saying, I'm ready for my change. Say it one more time with me. I am ready for my change. Feel that at the depth, the gut, the core. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to change at depth. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to meet the call, the hero's call within me that has asked me time and time again, standing at the door and knocking, to shine, to stretch, to grow. Today we celebrate the White Stone Ceremony, coupled with a gateway of transformation, and by popular demand, you may notice there are no arches today. Part of that's Atlanta traffic. But part of that is we love so much when our chaplains hold sacred space for us. So the gateway will be our chaplains, affirming you, knowing you, and creating an angel wash for you that you will walk down the center aisle. The scripture that we use as a foundation for this ceremony every year is from Romans chapter 12, and it says, Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Say that with me. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Be us transformed. Be you, be me, be all of us, be the world, be the earth, transformed by the renewing. Everything has its roots in thought. As we think, so shall we be. As we are holding and allowing in the access to the laboratory of our thinking, good, bad, or otherwise, so shall it be on the planet. So today we are transformed by claiming the miracle, I'm ready to change at depth. By claiming the courage and the strength to know I'm ready to do whatever is asked of me in the new year. Each of us at some point is going to come to the precipice, the edge, the moment in our life where we're no longer satisfied living in the old life. No longer, it served us, it was great, it was wonderful, we created it, but we get to the place where there's more of me that wants to be born. There's more of me that wants to be expressed. And in that moment, we come to a precipice where we decide the time has come. I'm ready to change. I'm ready to take this step. I'm ready to become more. I'm ready to leave the old habits, the old pattern, the old life behind, and to step into a greater expression of who I am meant to be. And today it is who we are meant to be as a collective, as a family, and as a community, free from the bond of any limitation. Come to the edge, God said. And we can't. We're afraid, we responded. Come to the edge, God said yet again. We can't. We will fall, we responded. Come to the edge, God said a third time. And so we came to the edge, and God pushed us. And we flew. Strap in, folks. We're about to fly. You are about to fly, and I love being testimony. My job affords me the opportunity to see all of you become, to see all of you soar and fly. We read from the book of Revelation, to those that win the victory. Let's read it together. To those that win the victory, I will give each of them a white stone on which is written a new name. The new name is not simply a word on a stone. It is not simply a label. It is a declaration of our divine nature. It is a proclamation of our freedom and our triumph that is already ours, already exists within us. That which we are claiming today already exists in the mind of the one. We just cooperate with it today and every day hereafter. Yes? Yeah. In ancient times, when a prisoner was released from bondage, they were given two things. Number one was a white stone. And they used that. They carried it with them as a symbol. When they were asked, are you free or are you not free? They'd pull the stone out and say, look, I am free. And the other thing they were able to give themselves is a new name. And name simply means nature. Metaphysically, that's a better translation. It's not a new name. It is a new nature, a new definition, a new way of being, of breathing and walking through my earthly existence. A spiritual idea that will be my guiding light for the year in front of me. This is not just a ritual. Some people do this and it's just a ritual. That doesn't work for me. Ritual for ritual's sake is a waste of time. It is a profound spiritual act. And I want you to feel that and sense that at depth. By writing and speaking your new nature and your new name, you are affirming who you truly are. Be mindful of what you speak. What follows I am follows you. What follows we are follows us. When we declare this new name, we are saying to the universe, I know who I am. Say that with me. I know. I know why I am here. The thing about freedom is it's a process. And it's one that we have to actively take part to maintain. Darn it. Don't you wish the spiritual path was as easy as just claiming it and everything's done, my work is done here? Our fifth unity principle is the truth that I know is the truth that I demonstrate. I have to use my body to demonstrate this truth that I'm about to reveal. I have to put my words, my actions, my thoughts, and my feelings behind the white stone. I live as the white stone, and I live as the new nature. This stone with a word written on it is nothing but a symbol. That means action. Grace. We don't talk about grace much in this church, but grace is our ability to choose. But grace has a partner. Grace is our ability to take actions, the actions necessary to claim that freedom. This means full and complete responsibility. Put your hand on your heart with me and say, I accept full and complete responsibility. I accept full and complete responsibility. This means complete responsibility for my freedom, knowing it, embracing it, creating it, speaking it, living it, breathing it, claiming it, and acting upon it. No wiggle room today. The love of God is forever moving in the direction of your highest good. This love, this power, this infinite essence of light and love and goodness is forever flowing like a river to the ocean, but you got to get in the river. You got to cooperate with the river. You have to let the river buoy you up, and you have to go where it takes you and cooperate with the flow and the current. It must be sustained by us. Freedom is not just a gift given. It is a gift that is consciously created, manifested, sustained by us. Breathe. Through this angel wash we're about to take part in, you are being asked to intentionally and purposely move, internally and externally. It's just a walk. You're going to get up and you're going to walk around the outside of the room, and you're going to walk up here and be affirmed. That's just a walk. But it's so much more, and it can be so much more by right of the consciousness you bring to the walk. Not just the walk around the room, but the walk out these doors, where you live and breathe in such a way that that name and that nature is so evident that everybody knows who you are before you speak it. What is a white stone? It's just a rock. That's all it is. It has no power except the power that you give it. It's a symbol of freedom. It's a symbol of remembrance. It's a symbol of choice. But most importantly, it is a symbol of inspired action. I'm no longer willing to play small. Say that with me. I am no longer willing to play small. This is a symbol of one who knows that there is a way around, over, under, through any obstacle placed into your way. There is a way around, over, under, and through any obstacle that is in your way. Do you know this? Emerson once said this. Let's put the next slide up there. Do we have it? There it is. Let's read it together. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within it. You know, we call ourselves New Thought. In this New Thought history class, this man was born in 1803. He was speaking these truths long before any of us were born. Well, some of us maybe. Energetically, you are being asked to leave on one side of this angel wash who you have been pretending to be. So that on the other side, when you come over here and you claim the white stone, that you can live to who you have always been, to who you may have forgotten, to who God is asking to do business as on earth. I encourage you to make this a very conscious action and decision, not taken lightly. If you take it lightly, it'll be, just a ritual. But I invite you to take it consciously and to move in response to an intention that change is going to happen, that good change is going to happen. And it might mean good trouble. As Congressman John Lewis might put it, we're going to be willing to sit in good trouble, to sit in the fire, to sit in the uncomfortableness of who God is calling us to be, but we're willing to do it. As we move, the entire cosmos is behind you. So as you're being affirmed by the chaplains here in just a moment, I want you to feel the wind beneath your wings. I want you to feel the entire universe in response, because that's the way the universe is set up. I want you to feel the river of essence of the cosmos, the universe, moving in the direction of your highest good, buoying you up, lifting you up, and empowering you to get to the ocean of who you are about to become. You know, I get to tell this story. I don't tell it but one time a year. The story of the Pool of Bethesda. There was a bunch of people hanging around the Pool of Bethesda because supposedly this pool had healing properties. And the angels would come down and they would stir the waters of the pool. And the first person who got in the pool was the one that was healed. It's a bit ridiculous story, isn't it? But it's such a symbol of all the external power that we've given to everything outside of us. And there was a guy that was there for 38 years. 38 years at the pool, and every time the water would stir, he'd try to get in, but he was crippled up. And he couldn't get there. Somebody always beat him. Anybody ever feel like that? Second place? Fifth place? Also ran. But the reality is, he was there in a place of victimhood, and along comes the master teacher. Along comes Jesus. And he looks at the man who's been there for 38 years, and he asks him a very easy question. Do you want to be healed? Well, hello, of course I want to be healed. I've been here for 38 years. And then Jesus' words are what we take as we walk through this portal today. Take up your mat and walk. In that moment, through the right of consciousness, a Christ consciousness, a light consciousness, 38 years of pain and misery and victimhood was released. And the guy picked up his mat and he walked. Some of you sitting here today may have been carrying a story, a souvenir of hell for a very long time. Something that happened 38 years ago, 50 years ago. Something that might have happened 5 minutes before you got here in the door today. And you're carrying it with you. It does not serve you. Let it go. Drop. I can hear the stones dropping. Drop, drop, drop. Those stones are released so the white stone can be claimed. At once the man was cured, and 38 years of suffering was released in a moment of consciousness. What Jesus is simply saying to us here today is to stop defining yourself by limitation. Stop defining yourself by anything except the healthy, prosperous, amazing, beautiful expression of light that you are. And we're doing it not as individuals, but we're doing it as a collective. I want you to feel the presence of the people behind you and in front of you. And when you've got your stone and you sit back down in your chair, I want you to feel the presence of God as the people to your left and your right, in front of you and behind you, because we are on this journey together. We don't do this alone. Nobody climbs a mountain alone. We are climbing the next mountain of existence together as cells within the body of the one energy and essence and spirit and light that is God.